10 signs she wants to go from friends to lovers, how to escape the friend zone. Leave your like on the video my love, and if you are new to the channel subscribe to receive new advice. Do this to help the channel continue to grow. Are you trying to get out of the friend zone? Now, some guys can usually tell right away if a girl likes them more than a friend, but then there are some people out there who wouldn't know a hint even if it smacked them in the face. Perhaps you sense that there is a change in the dynamic between the both of you, but you're a little bit unsure and hesitant to ask, just in case you are mistaken. So what should you be watching out for if you think your friendship may be deteriorating gradually? Well, we've looked into this for you to simplify it as much as we can, to relieve some of the pressure and make this as simple as we can for you to pick up on those hints. So if you think your friends may be feeling something for you but you want to be sure just before you take any action, then consider paying attention to these signs and seeing if they've already picked up on them. So, boys, fasten the seatbelts because the transition from being in the friend zone to dating is gonna be a rough one. Are you ready? Like and subscribe time. Do you two seem to be spending more time together? Spending more time together in person doing activities like running errands or simply just hanging out in the car is preferable to spending more time on the phone. It's almost always a sign that a girl likes you and is starting to feel something for you when she starts to spend more time with you or suggests that you guys should hang out. She doesn't need to be doing anything important for you to be happy either. You can both literally be on your phones scrolling through social media without speaking to one another and she won't mind it because, well, you're both in each other's company. This also extends to the time when you are on the phone. Are you both FaceTiming each other for hours or another form of video calling? This is a green light, gents. Texting. Now, today's society relies heavily on text messages, video calls, and social media platforms for communication. Virtual communication can be challenging to use, and it is possible for things to sadly get lost in translation or for people to misinterpret your messages and the tone, which can, of course, lead to some conflicts. Now, there is no reason for this to take place given that there are a few crucial indicators to watch out for if you are texting a girl and sense that things are changing. Texting was developed as a means of instant communication where users would type shorthand instead of full words. However, that was back when mobile phones only had 9 numbers. Today, we have a full keypad, and the length of text messages you will notice will increase as a girl becomes more interested in you because she has more to say, more to tell you, and more information that she wants you to know. This is a positive indication that the friendship is ending and that a potential romantic relationship is beginning. She's cramming more emotion into what she wants to say to you because, well, she feels comfortable and safe. The use of emojis. Despite being relatively new to the texting platform, emojis are now frequently used. Emoji usage in text messages by a girl indicates that she is at ease with you and that you have captured her attention online. Now, many girls will use specific emojis to start conversations or to communicate their feelings without actually saying anything. And you guessed it, emojis such as the blushing one or the smirking face one can give you an obvious clue of how she's actually feeling. Perhaps she's just a little bit too shy to actually express this verbally, so take notice of the emojis that she is sending you. And yes, the suggestive ones do mean she is, for sure, interested. Speed. Naturally, we can't be on our phones all of the time because, well, we've got lives to live. We've got things to watch on Netflix and, of course, jobs to attend to. However, if you notice that the speed of the reply increases, this is a sign that a girl wants to be more than just friends. She gradually wants to start talking to you more now that you have piqued her romantic interest. So if a girl starts replying to your messages literally within a second and then engaging in long conversations, this could be a sign that she is developing feelings for you. Priority. This is such an important factor that many guys miss. A woman will gradually move you up the line and make you a priority once you've been talking to her for a while and she begins to feel romantically interested in you. And as you converse with her more, you will gradually but surely establish yourself as the go-to source for her communication needs. Now, this could be anything from needing comfort following a difficult day, to seeking advice about a career change, or a problem that she's having. Now, every girl typically does have a best friend in whom she can confide anything, but a woman wants a particular kind of person in her life, and that is you, her partner. Therefore, you won't be taking the place of that best friend, but you will stand kind of beside her, building a strong relationship with her that is based on trust and understanding. So you should provide a safe emotional space in which she can be herself, make mistakes, and feel comfortable just being honest with you. Now, some easy ways to spot this are as follows. Are you the first person she calls or texts when she has finished her shift at work? And are you the person that receives the drunk calls and texts when she's out with her friends? There you go. Other women. When you mention a girl nearby, just pay subtle attention to how she actually responds. Can you tell if she's stressed by the way she moves? Is there a raised eyebrow of interest? Now, all of these indications point to the fact that she wants to be more than just friends with you. And the fact that you brought up another woman might indicate that you might not feel the same way for her. It's jealousy 101, and this isn't the case most of the time though. Maybe a coworker or a total stranger could be the woman in question, and the green-eyed monster will occasionally rear its ugly head if another girl is brought up though, which is only natural. It almost seems as though this young woman is attempting to encroach on her space, and it almost seems as though this girl is threatening to encroach on her territory, and that she's getting ready to defend her man. This reaction reflects an underlying insecurity that she wants you and does not want any other woman coming close to you at all. So watch out for the, "Oh, she's pretty. Who is she?" type of comments. This is her just getting some sneaky insights onto how you feel about the other woman. She's basically testing you. Activities. You should be aware of the fact that girls are extremely afraid of rejection. Therefore, if the two of you have become friends and she wants to take that friendship further, she will not be shy about asking you out on a date. Instead, she will gradually begin to make suggestions about what you two should do that could be taken as a date. For instance, she might inquire as to whether you would like to see the most recent movie that's out, which you both may find interesting. She may declare herself to be hungry and ask if you want to go and get some food together. She might even ask you to help her run errands so that she can spend more time with you this way. Well, she gets to know you better and you guys can go on unofficial dates without actually directly saying, "Hey, this is a date. Let's go on a date tonight at 8 p.m. So it's her being indirect about her feelings. So look out for it. Touch. Any justification to touch you will be used by a girl who has feelings for you and wants to be more than friends. Now, it doesn't matter if she sits right beside you, maybe holds your hand, gives you a hug, or touches your arm as she starts to laugh. Having that skin-to-skin contact is something that many women yearn for because it's natural to want to spend as much time with someone that you are feeling smitten with as you can. Any opportunity to touch you will likely be sought after by a girl who has feelings for you and wants to be more than friends. Now, this type of physical contact is a way for her to express her feelings for you in an oh-so-subtle and unassuming manner. Now, here is the golden rule. Us ladies, we know that we should never mislead a guy in a sexual way because 1, it's not fair, and 2, he could turn out to be aggressive and make some sexual advances that we can't get out of. So women are very, very much aware when they are using touch. It's not her being a friend, it's her breaking the touch boundary. And one of the smoothest ways you will see her doing this is her adjusting your tie or just picking some fluff or cat hair off your clothing. Social media. A girl who likes you more than a friend will stay current on all of your social media activity. Although not all women are as addicted to scrolling and social media like everyone else, it does play a significant role in modern society. Now, the significance of the perfect Instagram caption or hilarious Facebook post can be almost overwhelming for some people. If a girl wants to be more than just friends, she will let you know by liking and commenting on things on as many of your social media accounts as she can grab. She is able to show all the girls that she is present and she is keeping an eye on them whilst also giving you the impression that she's supporting you. Yeah, I know, weird, but that's just how a brain works of a woman. And yes, you can expect her to always be the first to view your stories, to like all of your uploads, and to also tag you in some funny memes. Knowing a girl's feelings about you, it can be difficult, especially if you don't share those feelings but don't want to lose your friendship with her. Since you don't want to purposely hurt anyone, you should be careful when it comes to other people's feelings. However, you have the chance to stop things before they get out of hand if you notice the dynamics beginning to shift and you don't want to go in that direction. Okay, so now that you have observed ways that women may be trying to get out of that friend zone with you, post your comment down below and see if any of the female viewers can actually give you a heads up that your situation is the green light. Although it's a generically assembled video, it doesn't imply that there are not other warning signs. Okay, so pay close attention to those nonverbal cues that she's given you, such as her body language and facial expressions. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or anything else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's continue. Truth revealed: what women are really impressed by in a man. Are you trying to impress a woman but feel like you're not getting absolutely anywhere? Maybe the first thing you will need to know is if you are a high-value man or not. Now, this is something a lot of women will actively be seeking out for when they are looking for a partner. Now guys, don't get high value mixed up with high maintenance. A high-value man is one who represents the idea of an emotionally stable person who works actively on himself. He is astute, ambitious, and extremely mature in every way. The epitome of masculinity, leadership, charm, and sophistication is how we could basically describe a high-value man. The main distinction between a high-value man and a low-value man is that the former is independent and strong without being haughty or arrogant towards those around him. So let's find out some more, shall we? Make sure you like and subscribe. Manners. When compared to the cool guy rude attitude that bad boy guys have, being around someone who acts politely towards you and the people that you are with is actually a breath of fresh air. Girls are obsessed with this type of person and find him extremely attractive because he understands the values of manners and respect when it comes to communicating and basically treating people how he would like to be treated. And in today's world, a man who is courteous and respectful is like a diamond in the rough, which makes them even more alluring when you first meet them. So if you are wanting to impress a certain someone, it could be as easy as using your manners. Yeah, the bar could be that low for some women. Manners also extend to not responding to hurtful comments. When someone else is being rude, instead of retaliating, you simply remain silent, observe, and then you can respond with a, "Are you okay?" Now believe me, that is some dark psychology 101. It lets everyone else in the room know that you're not easily offended, you are mentally strong, and you will save face for other people despite their not being on their best behavior. Smile. You never look your best unless you are grinning. Now, a smile has the power to make your face appear more youthful and highlight those facial features. A high-value man who frequently smiles, whether to others or maybe to himself, exudes a friendly demeanor, making him much more approachable to women, which they don't usually see around other guys. And if you have the power to make people smile, you also have the power to lift their spirits, which is a rare but highly desirable quality to possess. And if you can make your lady smile, you can probably make the people around her smile as well, which is something women are impressed by, partly because a high-value man has a natural tendency to make everybody around him feel at ease and happy. Having the ability to lift a woman's spirit is an exceptional quality that can be of great value to a relationship. Now here's a personal example. Me and a guy were going through a rough patch and we decided just to take some space for a while and try to miss each other again. So we went about, possibly I think it was about a week actually, without seeing each other, and we arranged to meet up for drinks at the first bar we met in. Now when I arrived, I was scanning the room for him and eventually when I saw him, I was grinning from ear to ear. I felt happy and excited to see him. However, the look on his face was stern and unapproachable. Now, we got talking and I kind of just stayed silent, a little upset, and he didn't look too excited to see me, which in my mind was, he's not interested, this relationship is definitely over. Eventually, I did ask him if he was happy to see me. Turns out, he was just a little bit nervous on the inside. Now, in the back of my mind, as soon as I saw him walk up to me with no smile, I almost walked straight out of the door. So let this be a lesson to you guys, a smile lets the other person know that you are approachable and wanting to talk. Just looking over at a woman that you are interested in without smiling doesn't tell her that you're interested. So you need to smile so she knows you are willing to open up the walls of communication. No pickup lines. Unfortunately for some women, some guys have taken cheesy pickup lines literally and tried to use them in the real world as well. These lines are used for comedic effect in movies. When approaching a new woman, some guys use pickup lines to ease that conversation, give themselves something to laugh or talk about. But they need a pickup line because they feel they are lacking in a certain way. Now, consider this, a high-value man doesn't use pickup lines. Instead, he uses real conversation starters because he has a lot more to offer. Additionally, he is aware that women see through pickup lines. So he uses charm and a gentlemanly demeanor to his advantage, which always impresses the ladies. Effort. Making an effort is one of the cogs in a relationship that, if it keeps turning continuously, it will function properly and without any problems. Now, since you are trying to impress each other, it makes sense that the effort put forth at the beginning of a relationship may seem much more intense. But a high-value man will maintain the level of effort throughout all of those stages, which makes women swoon over him. You'll start looking forward to Friday treats like the flowers you got on your first date. Every now and then, a random text will appear on her phone saying, "Be ready for 8 p.m., we have plans." Maintaining that intriguing spark, a woman will eat out of the palm of your hands if you make an effort to satisfy all of her needs. Now women appreciate it when a man goes out of his way to make them feel loved, cared for, and oh so special. Listen. Due to the fact that they actually pay attention to what they have to say, many women are obsessed with high-value men. Nothing is more irritating, okay, than telling a guy everything that is wrong with you, detail by detail, and have them simply stare you down and be like, "Oh, what do you mean, sir?" As though he isn't paying attention to you. It can be extremely upsetting because it ultimately implies that, well, he doesn't value our opinion, doesn't value our feelings, or even our point of view for that matter. Even to pay attention to us and to take the information that we are giving him, it's not that much of a big task really. So high-value men understand that in situations like this, communication is essential. And when they pay attention to what women are saying, they will tell them exactly what they need. The solutions are right in front of you, so there are no mind tricks, oh, none of those. "You're so hard to please" statements. Hygiene. It is essential to practice good personal hygiene in order to remain healthy and clean, which is important to your overall well-being. It will also help you impress any woman who walks past you because she will notice all the little things that add up. Now we've broken it down for you so you don't have to get too overwhelmed with this self-care routine. The first one, a regular shower. Take a shower at least once per day, please. By taking a shower at night, you can wash away the day and any bacteria you may have picked up along the way, and it keeps those internal germs separate from the external ones. A shave or a groom. Now getting your eyebrows and your beard groomed does not make you any less of a man. You should be pleased with the way that your nails are kept up and how you look overall. Females love this. It not only is going to improve your appearance, but also protects you from infections brought on by your dirty fingernails. Oh yeah, and smell sexy. Never, ever, ever, ever underestimate the power of a quality aftershave. Investing in a quality aftershave is going to catch her nose before her eyes. Before women can smell you, they will see you. Additionally, it doesn't have to be expensive. Okay, it really doesn't. If you smell nice, then you will catch her attention before you've even spoken to her. Mysteriousness. Try to keep in mind that getting to know someone is not a therapy session when you first meet them. Especially because sharing too much information will take away the excitement and the mystery of that first encounter. So don't lay out all of your cards at once. Now of course, the typical inquiries about your past could occur, so feel free to respond to those. The last thing that you want, and a lot of guys make this mistake, is to pour your heart out and then you will never see that woman again. So try to hold back on some things for later, because it's a little bit embarrassing when you overshare. Now her curiosity will be piqued by the introduction of some mystery, and as you learn more about one another, that chemistry naturally develops. She will become more open with you as you become more open with her, and as a result, you will both learn from the experience and grow closer. Confidence. You can learn a lot about yourself and how you treat people by how you carry yourself. You can act confident without actually being confident. Just fake it until you make it. Women adore a man who exudes confidence because it helps them relax a little and relieves them of the responsibility of controlling the situation. They enjoy the gentlemanly quality of a man in charge, even though they don't like to admit it. Women also appreciate the feeling of safety that they get when they are around a confident man. This shows her that she's in the presence of someone who is comfortable and capable of looking after her should she wish. Communication. Contrary to what many young men believe, maturity isn't boring. Nobody is requiring you to live a boring life, to have no fun, and follow the same schedule every day. Women are expressing their desire to not be the babysitter when they demand maturity from a man. They don't want to feel like they have to pry information from you, such as your feelings and relationship goals. So don't give her the impression that she was forced blood from a stone to learn what you are thinking. We'll call you later, just have a lot to do right now if you're busy that day. Okay, this will prevent her from overthinking. If you send a text like this, of all the things that you could be doing or who you could be speaking to in place of her, which could be for the women. It's that easy. So if you've never tried new techniques to attract ladies, it might feel that this is a little bit intimidating. I get that. Now these things from today's video have been tried and tested many times before, but the first time is always a little bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? In the big picture, the advice and techniques aren't too extreme and demands little work. So the next time you try to snag a babe and get a date, give them a try and I bet you'll have no trouble with the ladies. So guys, good luck and may the cards always be in your dating favor.